Hello everyone, Coach Lockey here, PGA golf professional. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I am trying to elevate your golf game to the next level. And today we're gonna do just that. We are gonna help you with your golf swing to help you strike your irons pure. Striking your irons pure is a skill that can help you transform your golf game, turning good rounds into great rounds and great rounds into unforgettable ones. And this golf swing tip that I'm going to share with you today, the pros you see on the TV are doing and the best golf coaches out there are using. And luckily for you, this iron golf swing tip you can practice at the range or in your back garden. So by the end of this video, hopefully you'll have a greater understanding of how to elevate your golf swing to that next level to help you strike your irons better and improve your golf scores. Let's get into it. So you'll be able to see here that I have my Hack Motion wrist sensor on and it's live, it's wiggling around, and I'm going to hit a couple of shots and show you the difference between what I see amateurs making with their golf swings that stop them striking their irons pure compared to those elite golfers that are hitting ball then turf. First of all, one of the common golf swing mistakes that I see. Let's see if I can do it. So first up, the amateur golf swing mistake that I see far too often. It's the kind of overswing, or it's not really an overswing, it's kind of the angle that you create between your lead arm and the shaft. Now the problem with this is that it makes striking your irons really tough because you're putting so many wrist angles in and getting this angle so aggressive and long, is that you chuck it out early in your swing. There's no retention of an angle. You lose that angle, you throw that club away or cast it. You might have heard things or sayings like that, which then make you strike the ground early, causing fats. And if you miss the ground, you'll probably start to thin the golf ball, because by the time that club's missed the ground, it'll be starting to work up, hitting low on the face, hitting those nasty thins. Whereas we see elite players, great strikes of the golf ball, having sort of no more than 90 degrees between the shaft and their lead arm, all the way up to the top of their swing. Now, to create that, you're going to have different wrist angles. If I just hit another quick shot, I'm going to do my normal swing, and you should see that I won't go any more than sort of 90 degrees with my arm and my shaft. A nice strike. So if we look at the wrist angles really quickly, at the start of my address, I have 24 degrees of extension in my wrist, which is what people would maybe call cupping, and 20 degrees of ulnar, and that's this way. Once I get to the top of my golf swing, I have 44 degrees of extension and 22 degrees of radial. Whereas with the second shot, where I struck my iron pure, I had 22 degrees of extension and 21 degrees of ulnar, so very close and similar to the first one. But when I get to the top, I only have 23 degrees of extension and 19 degrees of radial. So I'm starting with 22 degrees of extension and 21 degrees of ulnar. And when I get to the top, I've got the same amount of extension, but I've taken out the ulnar and put 20 degrees of radial in there. So if I just set myself up again, this is the live camera angle now. I'm in my sort of position that we saw with both shots. If I swing to the top of my swing and try and get 44 degrees of extension and 20 degrees of radial, that gives me this look. You'll see a greater angle between my lead forearm and that shaft, not my 90 degrees. Now, me getting rid of that extension and now the radial, you can see that that shaft is changing position. And it's those wrist angles at the top which make it look different on camera. It makes you throw the angles away early in your downswing, casting it, flicking at the golf ball, causing those fats and thins and stopping you from striking your irons pure. So how can we achieve that sort of 90-degree look and feel in your golf swing? What I want you to do is set yourself up like you normally do. Again, those two shots I set up exactly the same with pretty much identical wrist angles. And what I want you to do is set that 90 degrees nice and early. So I want you to go 90 degrees. That's my kind of 90-degree look between my lead arm and the golf club, and then I just want you to turn to the top, keeping that feel in your wrists, keeping that angle. And if you look at the numbers on the live screen, I'm pretty much identical to what I was in that second shot, which I struck my iron pure. 24 degrees of extension, 15 degrees of radial, and there's my 90-degree look on the camera. What you need to do from here now is feel like you keep that angle, don't get rid of it until that club points directly to the ground. Then you can start to let those angles out. That's going to help you strike your irons so much better and purer, getting ball then turf interaction. And it's a step-by-step drill. Honestly, you don't have to hit full shots like it. Set yourself up like you normally do, get yourself to 90 degrees here, turn to the top and hit some shots. You'll start to feel that you're able to keep that angle in the downswing a lot longer rather than throwing those angles away early. You'll start to see that strike getting better, maybe a bit more accurate, maybe a bit more distance. Let me know in the comments down below. Set that 90 degree, turn to the top and hit some shots. If you're practicing at home or in your garden, you don't have to hit golf balls doing this. Set yourself up, get in a mirror in front of you, get that 90-degree angle, turn to the top and see, are you overdoing it or are you at 90 degrees? Now, because of camber angles, these angles can look different. So if I lower my shaft here, raise it up, that angle looks different to this one, but all I'm doing is raising my arms. I'm not changing my wrist angles here. And I'll probably get some comments in the comments down below. That wasn't 90 degrees, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it's the camera angle and the way that we're looking at it. So just be careful. When you set yourself at 90 degrees, like that's probably not even 90 degrees for me. I need to add my radial and my extension in, and then I can reach my 90 degrees. I'm not getting my extension because the more extension you have, the more radial you can then add in. Whereas if I don't add extension, I can only go to 5 degrees of radial. You have to add extension to then add the radial in there. Set yourself up 90 degrees, turn to the top, hit some golf balls, strike your irons better. If you find this video helps, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you're enjoying the channel and all the rest of the videos, hit that big red subscribe button as well. Turn the bell on so you get notified of when I upload all my new videos, and I'll see you in the next one where we can improve your golf even more. Thanks all for watching. See you in the next one.